Good evening everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, Back to School Edition. So, in one of our last missions, we managed to launch our way around the moon, there he is, and all the way back, so that we managed to actually manage to get our free return moon landing. It's somewhat on the other side of the planet, but we did manage to survive it. But in the process, we also got free return moon 1, which is Jib. So he's going to be there for quite some time, except he's beamed down with a bit of a plan. He's transmitted to us an idea, and I'm a little skeptical, because it seems crazy, but he thinks he can push his way home. He has no fuel whatsoever, everything is dry, but he thinks that if he jettisons this section, the big heavy rocket section, and then gets out and thrusts with his EVA pack, he can maybe get down his periapsis and bring himself in. So I'm going to indulge Jeb, because he has a lot of public support, and honestly I couldn't fire him if I wanted to. So let's warp him around to where he needs to be, at his apoapsis, so that we can see if he's actually somehow right. Okay, closing in. Stop. Okay, so let's get this thing pointed the right way, so I know which way to push. And decouple. Okay, that's already brought us down a little bit. And Jeb, you need to go on EVA. So let's get his lights on, let's get his RCS on, and let's let go. Okay, so Jeb now has an unspecified volume of RCS fuel, which is refreshed by him going into his command pod. And the question here is whether we can actually bring him home by having him ram into the back here. I am not convinced, but let's see. And we also need to make sure he still has enough left to clamber back in. Okay, we're getting a little off kilter here, but what is our trajectory now? Blimey, he's actually going to do it. That is amazing. A little surprising, honestly. I did not think he would have the thrust. I suppose maybe that's why he told me to get to ditch that section first. Okay, bit more pushing then, and we might actually end up in the atmosphere. Can I push? Yes, I can push from in here. Okay, that is a good sign. That is going down very quickly, actually. Probably because we're approaching apoapsis, so it's having the most effect. If we push that down to, say, about 45... how is your RCS doing? We will probably actually manage this. And then he'll be able to come back in one run. Okay, let's have him just get back in and refresh his RCS. Okay. There he is, you come for Jeb. How's your view? Not much. I can see why you want to get out. Okay, back to EVA, and he should now have a full pack. Yep, good. So, letting go. Lights back on. Interestingly enough, it doesn't seem like... Yeah, that was interesting. It must have been clipping, because I could have sworn that wasn't getting illuminated. Okay. And back into position. I really did not think this would work as well as it seems to be. Okay. So, back to pushing, and let's see if we can get this down low enough for him to be very much inside of the atmosphere, which would cause exponential decrease of his velocity, which will in turn lead to, hopefully, not lithobraking again, although we've seen he can survive that. Okay, 47... 46, 45, there we go. Okay, that should be enough I don't really want to risk any more, because it tilts over every time I do that, so I don't really want to risk him shooting past it while I'm in the map screen. Okay, slow up. And in you go. Okay, so let us see how this runs this time. No, we're not interested in Minmus. Where is Minmus exactly? Why do we keep getting recipes? Recipes, messages. Okay. Oh, he's going to pass over. Okay, time warp is down because we are descending. Let us get a science lab while we're up here. Review data. 25 in space near Kerbin. Yeah, we might as well keep that. Let's get a goo. In space near Kerbin. That's the one I think. There we go. Observe the data. 4. But we might as well spam it while we're here. And crew report. Seems we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. Not for very long. In fact, we can see our altitude is dropping, and we can see we are now in the atmosphere. But we have a very big apoapsis, 5.5 million meters. So this could take a while, but that is going to increase in the rate it drops as we approach the periapsis. Okay, so Jeb, you want to get out so that I can? Whoop, that's not good. Up. Give you a report. 8, it's something. Yeah, that's not good. Come on, get back in, get back in, get back in. It's because we're in the atmosphere, I'll wager. Come on, you just need to catch up a little bit. Come on, dialogue option. Go. Okay, we're in. From just above Kerbin's grasslands. Oh, hello. That means that we can get the different biome informations from being above them. So if we can get a craft into a polar orbit, that is to say, North Pole to South, then we should be able to hit every single biome as we're passing overhead. That's a substantial science opportunity right there. Okay, so good. That is still coming down. We are out of the lowest part of our orbit, but that came down a lot there. So let's accelerate some more. And go around again. And as I say, it's a very big apoapsis, so this is going to take more than one orbit. So maybe we'll get back over here and we'll push it down a bit further. Let's see what that does for us. But 44 into the atmosphere is pretty dang good for us, and it's still actually declining. Yeah, we're leaving the atmosphere now. So let's drop that, and up. The moon isn't even over there, it's there. Why am I getting context on it? Okay, I think that skipped because we were on rails, as it were. Okay, slowing down. Let's pull this trick again. Good. We actually still have quite a lot of power. I'm not quite sure how I've managed that, but not going to question it right now. Let us review the stored data. We'll keep 50% of that. Let's keep it for now. Okay, transmit data, we could review the report. Let's transmit it, so keep all of it anyways. And take a crew report now, mildly more. Crew reporting in from space, we'll keep that. Okay, so, Jeb, you know the drill. Get out and push. And we'll try to avoid doing this in space, doing this near the atmosphere again. Okay. So back into map view. And down it comes even more. Hooray. Now the more we go into the atmosphere, the more atmospheric pressure that we have, which will then impact the faster that our apoapsis comes in. Whoa, 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 why are we going... Whoa, dude. Get back up, come on. I must have pushed it over. Okay, there's no robotics on this thing, so I can't go and turn it back over myself. Down, 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 down. Grab, and board. Okay, yeah, he knocked it over. That's what I was hoping. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Okay. RCS and lights. Yeah, I think it's because we've only got the jets coming out the top there that are pushing him, which is causing him to be off the center of mass. Okay, 35. Come on. We're dead on top of the... Okay, now that's coming in a lot faster. Let's hit 20. How's that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy balls. Not good, not good, not good. Down, down, down. Come on. You have to get back to that thing or you are definitely not coming home in one piece. Whoa. That was a lot closer than I thought it was. Jeb, come on. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. I know you're alive because you still exist. Come on. Fun fact, Kerbals explode explode completely whenever they die, leaving only a cloud of greenish dust. Okay. And we're back. And where is our retrograde? There it is. So how are we at? Ooh, we're at 42 again. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Oh, we must have been getting the data for Jeb himself, so that's gone up. Well, more pushing it is. It was an idea Jeb came up with. There's no real reason this should have been easy. Okay. We're probably very much abusing a portion of the gameplay here, which is just the RCS for the suits gets refilled when you go in that pod. Regardless of whether or not the pod actually has anything on board to refill it with. So let's just hug the back of this and push it as much as we can. Keep an eye on it here, and then we'll check in with the map view when we get the chance. Okay, so how are we doing? Already approaching half fuel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Kill that rotation, sir. You're going to need that fuel to get back in. Okay. Board. And check. 29. We will take it. And let's see how far it takes us. Okay. So that is our apoapsis coming in now. And there is the lovely view of Kerbin. Dark side, as always. That's the reason I always like to build things with RTGs, because solar panels are very effective at creating a lot of power, as long as you're in the sun. So you have a craft that probably doesn't work maybe half of the time that you're on the planetoid. Which is kind of bad, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, certainly in a world full of big giant orbs and one light source, which gets further away with as far as with the outer planets, you're going to want something that works in the darkness. So I like to use RTGs for the bulk of my power, wherever possible. Okay, we're coming in under 2 million now. Well, under 3 million, there we go. And we should be pretty dang deep in the atmosphere now. Yeah, we are still dropping here. 28% 1,000 and dropping, because the atmosphere itself is dragging on us even before we hit our periapsis here, which is reducing our velocity quite magnificently. Oh, 1 to 2. Okay, I think we might have it. This might be our re-entry. Yep, this is definitely re-entry. There's the re-entry effect. And fortunately, I'm not playing this with deadly re-entry, or every single part of this will be on fire right now. Okay, so should be sometime when we're around 1500 meters per second that we should start to land. And it looks like we might actually land near Free Return Moon 2. That'll be awkward. Okay, and we are out of orbit. Congratulations, Jeb, you have managed to figure out how to land a spacecraft from a high orbit using only a jetpack. Strange little man. Okay, still coming down. Whoop. Okay, there is the flag from Free Return 2. And it's closing in very quickly, but our velocity is also dropping very quickly. Let's see if we can kill it a little bit more by having our flat end at it. I wonder how close we'll be able to land this thing to it. It'd be an odd coincidence if we managed to land near it that much. Okay, we're still dropping. Don't know how far down that's gonna go. This is where I wish I had Kerbal Engineer running, because then I might actually be able to discern how much our horizontal is to our vertical. And the horizontal right now is what we're interested in, because our vertical can come later. And that is going in very close to that, actually. Okay, we are below 1000 meters per second, which means we are now going mostly vertical. So I'm going to deploy the parachutes now so we can get a little bit more drag, just to burn off the horizontal a bit more. And wow, we're coming in very close to that. And let's just turn off the SAS. Whoop, maybe not that much. Need to keep our flat end towards that. So it looks like we're going to be about 13 or so kilometers away from the return of the second thing we tried to send around the moon. What odd coincidence. And of course we're landing in the dark, and I haven't unlocked any of the lights yet, so it's going to be a dark end. But we have managed to retrieve Jebediah using one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard inside of space travel. Get out and push. But to his credit, it has actually worked. So, Jeb, I'm guessing you're getting enough promotion somewhere. Or maybe one gigantic Christmas bonus. And yes, the time warp is definitely off. He has been up there for 9 days. So it's a good thing I don't have TAC Life Spot in either, because that only lasts for free. But Kerbals are largely photosynthetic. They can survive on Doritos and such very well, as long as there's sufficient sunlight, which he was getting plenty of far away from the planet. And there is our parachutes opening. And can we rotate this to be a bit happier? Vertical, there we go. Review the data on that. That's 25. We kind of really want to have that. Let's keep it. And then we can recover it once he's on the ground. Another thing about Kerbal Engineer I like is that it gives me the radar altitude, which is separate to the actual altitude. For example, if we're on a mountain now, this altitude is measured from sea level. Which I might have somewhere in here. It's one of these, I think. Vertical speed? Nope, that's not it. Radar altitude, there we are. Okay, so that is dropping quite happily, and that shows us our actual altitude above the ground. Okay, so this is, funnily enough, a piece of instrumentation that you don't get in the actual view. You only get this inside of pods, for some reason. I suppose it's handy if you're trying to land something the hard mode way, and oh, we are about to drop below 100 meters. So if I hop back out, we don't have a shadow because we're on the dark side, but yeah, very closing in. Less than 50. And kadoosh. Okay, and everything appears to be intact. At least I try and look at stuff with the hood off. Okay, so Jeb, get out and put a dang flag down, because someone is going to want to come and see this. Because they are going to have as hard a time as I do believing you actually managed this. Oop, don't crack it on me. Come on. Whoop. There you are. Back flip. Ah, you're such a show-off, you know that? Okay. So, plant a flag. Yes, yes, wherever you like. Down it goes. Up it goes. I don't recall that being our flag. Must have changed it. FRT Moon 1 landing. Who'd have thought get out and push was legit strategy? Question mark. Okay. And I don't know if we can actually get you back in here, so we'll probably have to recover him separate to his craft. We're looking for probes. No, I'm looking at the wrong one. Flags, ships. There we are. FRT Moon 1. Recover. That gets us 52 science, which gives us a total of 97, which I believe is actually enough to get something. Blimey, Jeb, you are actually useful in that. So let's take a look. And what can we get? We can get advanced rocketry. Oh, that's a familiar one. We can get fuel systems, which will give us some RCS stuff, which would be handy to have. We can get advanced construction, gives us some more decouplers, adapters, fuselage, not too much there. Aerodynamics, we can look into getting things off the ground in flight mode and stuff, like with planes. Advanced flight control, gets us another probe core, SAS stabilizer. Space exploration gets us ladders for some strange reason, and the thermometer. And landing gets us the micro landing strike and some small gear bays. We do not have enough for any of this stuff just yet. Pity, because I'm curious what half of this stuff is. Let's see. Let's see, that needs advanced rocketry, so let's get advanced rocketry, fill out this line. Oh, and that also unlocks heavy rocketry, which for some reason gives us the poodle. So we may have to look into that later, but that is it for today. Slightly long episode, so I shall catch you all next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or favorite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now, catch you later.